Hello, family. Welcome to Live Your Legacy. It's so weird saying that and not saying welcome to another episode of Lightworkers Anonymous. but I know that there are some people who know they're supposed to be doing something but just don't know what it is. I know I used to be this way too. Like, I used to get so caught up in wondering what God is trying to say to me. And wondering if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I mean, it's important, but it's not important. What's the most important thing is doing something. Last year, I mean, for a long time, I knew I wanted to start a business. I just never knew what I wanted to do. At one point, I wanted to start a security company. I wanted to start a barbecue business because I'm really good at barbecuing, but neither of those things were what I was being called to do. I wanted to, last year I came up with the idea of starting or opening up a facility that offered vet services at a low cost, because vets are extremely expensive most of the time, and most people can't even afford it. Hell, I knew somebody who had to sell their car to pay their vet fees to save their dog. Like that, it's crazy, ridiculous. So I wanted to do that. So I enrolled in school to start to become a vet tech at first, and then I was gonna finish and become a vet. So that was my plan, and I went as far as creating a business and marketing plan. And it wasn't until I finished my business plan that dog training came into the picture. I had no intentions of training dogs. That was just going to be a service that I provided, and I wasn't planning on being the one doing the training. Like, in my mind, I was going to hire somebody to do that. So I finished the business and marketing plan, and I had enrolled in school. So I was like, okay, cool. Once I finish school, then I can get started, But God was like, nah, start now. And I'm like, like, this is a conversation between me and God. And I'm like, how am I going to start now? What am I supposed to do? Like, I don't know how to train dogs. Like, I knew the basics as far as training dogs. Like, I trained my dogs kind of like, I potty trained them, of course, and I taught them the basics: sit, lay down, all that good stuff. But I had never trained anybody else's dog. So I was like, how? And God was like, the only thing you can do is train, right? So I was like, all right. So the first thing I did was I went on YouTube and watched a few videos just to brush up on, the basics: sit, lay down, that good stuff. And so I got with my mom's dog first, and he's pretty much blind and deaf. So I got with him, and it didn't work. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just because he can't hear, can't see. So I was like, all right, I got with Bruno, my dog. And he's, what, 3 now. So he's relatively young and healthy. So I got with him, and still, it didn't work. None of the stuff that I learned on YouTube worked. So I was like extremely, I was extremely, what is the word I'm looking for? Why does this always happen when I do a video? Like, there'll be a word that I'm trying to find, and as I'm thinking about what I'm about to say, the word is there until I'm about to say it, and I have no idea what it was that I was trying to say. Still can't. Well, in a nutshell, I just was turned away from it, and I was like, I can't do this. So a couple days went by, and I start talking to God again, and God's like, you want to do this. And I did. I was like, I do want to do this now that you put it in my head, you put it on my heart to do it. Now I want to do it, but I can't do it. Like, I don't know. I don't want to spend more money on more schooling. But like, I really wanted to do it. So I was like, all right, I got with Bruno again. And this time I just did what came natural to me. I forgot about all that crap I learned on YouTube that didn't work. And I just did what made sense to me, what I felt like, was the right way to do it. And lo and behold, it worked. And so I said all that to say, even if you think you have an idea of what you want to do, or maybe you don't have any idea, just start somewhere. Like, even if it's wrong, because I had a completely different idea of what I wanted to do, or a different plan of what I wanted to do. And it changed that quick. Just me doing my business plan, and I just had this idea to add dog training as a service. And now look at me. I have a dog training business now. And I do want to still open up that facility later on down the line, but my focus right now is on dog training. And I had no intentions of training dogs. Like, that was not what I wanted to do until it was what I wanted to do. And I am actually really good at it. It's something that I clearly did not have to go to school for. It's something that was natural. That is a natural ability that I didn't even know I had. So just like with painting, I didn't know I knew how to paint until I was in a position to where I had to figure it out. I some point last year came across a job that required me to paint a few offices, and without even thinking twice about it, I agreed to do the job, not even knowing or thinking at the time that I didn't know how to paint. But I was gonna figure it out because I needed that money. So I did, and turns out I'm a pretty damn good painter. But had I, listened to myself and said no because I didn't think I knew how to do it, I would have never known that I knew how to do it. I would have never known that I knew how to paint. So you gotta just move. If you have an idea of what you want to do, start doing it. And it may turn out that that's not the route that you're supposed to be taking, but it'll take you to that path. You see what I'm saying? Just move. Do something. And what you're supposed to be doing will find you. But don't sit around waiting and waiting for a sign from God, or, you know, sitting here twiddling your thumbs trying to figure out what's being told to you, when what's being told to you is to move. Do something. Do your part and I will do the rest. I mean, I'm sure that that's not the right wordage from the Bible, but somewhere in there it says something like that. I'm not an expert on the Bible. I don't even think I've ever read the Bible completely through, but something like that is in there. Okay? Just do your part and he will do the rest. Do something. All right, y'all. I got to get into Walmart right now, so this is going to take me a minute probably. But I'll get with y'all later. All right, peace.